Hello, anyone there? Welcome back to another episode on your shinier future and possibly for the whole world to have a shinier future. Well, uh, first thing to get off right now, it is going to be a short episode today. We were supposed to have some guests today, but they're really busy right now with doing their job, making that money, just like me. But we do not have an intro, but that is just the beginning of the intro. If you heard a little bit of it, that is just only a little bit of it. But we are going to be discussing about the mysteries of the earth, where where life originally came from. Where did what was the point of Stonehenge or the pyramids? But also, first thing I gotta say is, how is everyone doing tonight? I am hoping that everyone is having a fantastic night. Everyone had a great weekend. And like I said, today I'm bringing the mysteries of the earth. So, also want to talk about the Bermuda Triangle, on how so much ships and planes and aircraft mysteriously disappeared in that big old triangle area. Me personally, I think it might be the Kraken. I'm joking. It can't be no Kraken. It might be my dad trying to pull everyone and his area because he's such a big boy. Who knows? My dad might be a big boy, might be a skinny boy as well. But let's get into it. We are going to be talking about the Bermuda Triangle now. So, I honestly think the only reason why all of these ships and aircraft are going missing is because of the the electric field and the magnetic field around it. Like, it can mess up compasses, it can mess up how the ship and planes run. It can make them go missing in the whole big, like the fog, the clouds which are around it. It can make them go basically blind and all of that. Well, also think it could possibly be like I said, a magnetic field where it messes everything up. Messes with the engines, it messes with how the planes and ships run. And what could possibly be in that area? Possibly, it could also possibly be like radioactive over there. I'm not saying it is. That's the least likely answer to it, the radioactive in it. But I'm still wondering what could be possibly in the Bermuda Triangle. We obviously know living animals are in the Bermuda Triangle, but could there possibly be humans living there? Could there possibly be any living intelligent thing living in there, which could possibly give us more answers to how the Bermuda Triangle works? Could it also possibly be like a big magnet in there? Could there be an ancient city in there? Could there be a mythical creature in there like Cthulhu? Which, if we read the Bible also talks about Cthulhu, which I don't know, could possibly be in there, could possibly be the future or past with Cthulhu. But what could be in the Bermuda Triangle? Ancient life where a city used to live there and it got flooded because since the water levels going like higher and higher, since like Florida is like flooding, what if a city used to be there, just like the city of Atlantis? There's so much that could be happening in the Bermuda Triangle that we don't know. Or it could possibly be just water. More water with dolphins, sharks, dolphins loving on sharks. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But I really want to find that out. I've been so interested in the Bermuda Triangle since I was 11 years old. I always thought there could be a civilization in there, could be a creature in there. But if we watch Hotel Transylvania, the uh, the Bermuda Triangle in the middle of it has Atlantis City in it. What if there's like I said, a city inside of the Bermuda Triangle? This trying to make sure no one could ever find it by messing up the magnetic field or just other stuff like the thing I would like to call it a distractor, where tracking is now not available. It is now not working. But, or it could be a big uh, creature out there. It could possibly be like stopping, like able to control magnetic fields. But that's the least likely answer. But let's talk about Stonehenge. These people need to stop texting me. I swear, you stop. But anyway, what was I talking about? Stonehenge, the pyramids, and ooh. Let's talk about the ones which I already got in my head. Why and how were we able to build Stonehenge and the pyramid without the equipment we have today? It is literally impossible for us back then, with the equipment we had back then. It is impossible to be building something like the pyramid. It would take us forever right now, with the equipment we have right now, to build those things back when we did. Did we have Were we stronger? Why are these people texting me? Sorry. Uh could we possibly had something or someone help us build these pyramids and the Stonehenge back then? Like, was there possibly aliens to do with it? Could a time traveler possibly help us back then to do it? Was there someone back then who was very advanced back then to help us do it, but is did never told us or told the civilization back then what equipment they were using? If these people don't stop texting. But like, what could have possibly helped us back then to basically like help us do all this? How could they like build it? There's like there's nothing back then which could have helped us make that, except if it wasn't part of our own civilization. Could it possibly like I said, aliens? There's so much that aliens could exist out there in the universe. Could have possibly even interacted with them so back then that we had history with them. They could have just popped in and popped right back out when they're helping us. And just like so much people back then and today say they've seen sightings of these alien creatures. So what stops them from helping us build pyramids back then? Or could there possibly be other like creatures or powerful beings out there who could have led us to build these like oddly built structures which we still don't know to this day? Like, why did we build Stonehenge? What was the purpose of it? What was the origin of Stonehenge? Why did we build it? Who built it? Well, I think Stonehenge is more easily built than the pyramid. Stonehenge is this very big rocks, which I could possibly say that cavemen, the Ooga Booga mans, could have just 5, 10 men just picking up picking it up with pure strength and just lifted it up, and then boom, the rocks are now standing. But how did the rocks get on top of the other rocks? That's a good question. Who knows? There's so much possibility with Stonehenge and the pyramids that we still don't even know about. I would love to know what other people think on how the pyramids were built or Stonehenge was built on, or even how what is going on in the Bermuda Triangle. Or can we talk about the mysterious disappearance of celebrities back then? Like, so much people think Michael Jackson died, but there's lots of celebrities that disappeared just like Michael Jackson. I know that celebrities and what I'm talking about right now isn't really to do with Earth, but like what I mean by mysteries of the Earth is like mysteries which is going on inside of Earth. Like what's happening in our humanity and our community, what's happening around the world, what's happening outside our atmosphere. So that's why I'm talking about uh, celebrities missing, people who talk about the government going missing. Like, there's so much that the government doesn't want us to know that when people do figure it out, they do go missing. And it's very terrifying for us in the community that people who we know big starts going missing when they start talking about some government or like strange phenomenons. Could they still be alive? Could they possibly be taken by the government? Who knows? The government is so secretive about what their secrets are that they could possibly know that aliens exist, like, or how humanity is like manipulated. Or we could talk about how the government basically, like, most celebrities or government, like, tweak out with their facial impressions where we don't know that something, like, they could possibly be taking something which makes them act like this, or they could possibly be like, who knows, clones or like replicas of each other. There could possibly be so much going on with the government that we don't even know. We got we got we we still don't know why people are going missing. Like, they so much people could believe these people are wrong about what they think the government is. But if there's a slight chance where a couple of people think they're right and they just like suddenly disappear or go quiet, like, we know they still exist living their human life, but they just all of a sudden go quiet because of what they said about the government. Who says that the government didn't threaten them to stay quiet on what they figured out? Can we talk about the mysteries on the Yeti, Bigfoot, the Chupacabra, all the urban legends where possibly the government already knows about and already stood their ground and basically captured these creatures or urban legends where we don't even see them anymore? I know I might be like sounding really crazy or like delusional or weird. You could take it however you want, but like, we don't know what is going on around us. We, as humans, are easily able to be manipulated by anything. We can be manipulated by sound. We can get manipulated by how our minds work. And the government is super easy on doing that. Or aliens could easily be able to do that. What if aliens been watching us this whole time? I know, or I switched from government to aliens because I realized that if I keep on talking about the government, they might take me away too. But like, aliens now. We have seen so many sightings on aliens that there could possibly be so much proof on aliens. But there's so much proof that we might just be delusional that aliens exist. For example, again, I know I talked about this in my space video. Three-Eye Atlas. So much of us thought, not me, not personally me, I didn't think it was aliens. I thought it was just another big meteor. But with Three-Eye Atlas, so much people believed it was aliens. But scientists proved it was just a meteor. What if all the sightings we see of aliens or things we see as aliens, what if that's just all in our head and is just creatures we have never discovered on our planet because they might be as advanced as us. They might be more intelligent than us, being able to hide or camouflage themselves. They might be living in the sky. They might be living in the ocean. For example, like another mystery we don't even know is the ocean. There's so much in the ocean we don't even know. Like, we only discovered three, not even three, 15 or less percent of the ocean because the ocean is so big. NASA was originally was trying to look what's inside the ocean, and then they switched to space. Wouldn't you find that pretty weird why NASA would switch to space when they were discovering the ocean? What if NASA found something in the ocean which chased them out to go find stuff in space? What if they found an old city where there was so much disturbing, like structures, statues of people who we don't even know? The ocean is such a big, like, body of water, as we know. We don't know what is in there. We don't even know what is at the bottom of, man. Y'all would know what I'm talking about when I say this word. It is something trench. The marijuana trench. That's what I'm gonna call it now. The marijuana trench, where we haven't even discovered the bottom of the ocean. We also got stories on what people think live in that ocean. Like back in the day, people thought the kraken lived in there. We do have big squids and octopus living in the ocean, yes. But how these people who rode on boats and ships, they said the tentacle was as big as the ship itself. So lots of people think it's a whale PP, as a couple of my friends like to say it's a whale's PP, which is the kraken. But what if it was something way bigger? Because like the whale's PP can get up to 12 feet long or 5 to 12 feet long. That's how big the whale's PP can get. But they said it was as big as the ship itself. The ship is about like 30 to 35 feet long or wide, however y'all want to say the length of it is. But it's 30 to 35 feet long or width on, why am I repeating myself? With how it's structured. The whale's PP ain't that long. So it gotta have to do with an octopus or a squid or even something completely different. Tentacle. Like it could be Cthulhu. It could be a creature we haven't even discovered yet. We could talk about how these people was like frightened because they said there was so much tentacles on the ship where it could be multiple of the same creature doing it. It might be just one long old worm where it's like super thick, or it could be a big old eel. But the ocean is the ocean is something. I know I'm interested in space, and y'all probably gonna think that I would say I'm so interested in the ocean, but no, I am not interested in the ocean at all. The ocean is absolutely somewhere where I don't want to go in, except if I want to see a great white shark. Great white sharks are amazing. My that's my animal. Any animal you think I am, great white shark. But we got the the mystery of Atlantis. Where could Atlantis possibly be? The sunken city. Like, there is so much to do with this earth, which I would love to talk about. I'm gonna be making a part two to this episode because me and my the group who I was supposed to be getting today, we were supposed to be coming together to discuss this. Yo, it's Brent. This is a guy who I'm talking about who was supposed to be joining me on this podcast. His name's Brent. He was up on my first podcast, but I am going to be making a part two to the podcast. So Brent right here and my cousin Caitlin can be joining us. Don't worry, Brent. We'll be making a part two so we can discuss more because this one's going to be a little short one because I don't want to discuss all of it and then make a part two with y'all and be like, oh, I already discussed all of this originally on episode 5, but we're going to be making a part two of Mysteries of the Earth probably late February. Probably going to be up in season 2, episode 3. But like I was talking about before, Brent rudely interrupted me. I'm playing. But back to what we think what could be possibly in the ocean is how, or what, with everything that is going on up in the ocean, with what could possibly be in it, like mythical creatures could be up in there, creatures who we don't even know about yet. The the city of Atlantis, we don't even know much about. We got There could possibly be more history to it. This could possibly be the first city that was built before we even discovered America. Or I might be completely wrong, and Atlantis might not even exist. It might be a complete, what is it called? Theory, not true. We're just delusional in our brains thinking that it exists. But other stuff about the ocean is what could possibly be hiding in Antarctica where there's so much ice. Couple of ice have been like melted down and we figured out that there's different life in there, different viruses, different living organisms in there. But like for example, we figured out Antarctica that they had a different type of worm. But what could possibly be deeper inside of the ice? Could there be possibly animals back during the ice age? Could there I know we're bringing back the woolly mammoth in the next couple years, because scientists are like reviving other species back then. But what if creatures back then are already living inside of these ice, which could help us even more on studying them? Or like if they're possibly even still alive inside of the ice. But like I said, I don't want to discuss all of the mysteries of the earth until I get my other guest on to here so we could talk more about it. So that's probably going to be late February, but I love all the people who came in to come and support. Right now, I see Brent over here still watching. So I appreciate everyone who's going to watch or is watching right now. And the next episode is going to be Wednesday. Wednesday. Hold on, everyone. We got, we got February 4th. It is going to be Wednesday at 7:30, and it's going to be about music and like TV show music. And it's possibly going to be between I'm gonna be hosting it by myself, or we might have a guest which is named Isaac, which Isaac was originally going to be in episode 3, but he got himself into some stuff. So it happens to the best of us. Some of us get caught up in stuff, and we gotta deal with it, and then we gotta do stuff later on in life to not like be a fraud. So I'm not going to end it now. We're going to end it at 4:15, not 4. What am I talking about? 9:15. So another 15 minutes and then I'll be ending it. But we're going to be discussing uh our next projects. We're going to on February 7th, we got 2025 events. February 11th, we got Marvel and upcoming projects for Marvel. February 14th, we got upcoming games in 2026. And February 18th is Netflix original shows from the past few years, like Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, Outer Banks. And that will be the end of season 1 of my podcast, live, whatever you want to call it, live stream podcast. I like to call it podcast because that's what I want it to be, and that is what it is. But a couple of people might not think it's a podcast. But either way, this is how we're looking right now. There's only progress when we go through time with this. It's just going to get better and better through time. I'm not expecting the whole world to be here to think I'm the best, even though I am the best host, the best podcaster, the best person who you know to bring you to a shinier future. So I'm just hoping, or I know that this is just going to get better through time. I'm going to get more people to support me. Soon we're going to be able to do like footage podcast where you could see me and my guest. Or we could possibly also bring to the future, probably late March, some gaming to the podcast where you watch me and other people play games like Minecraft, GTA, Gang Beasts, Marvel Rivals, even though I suck at Marvel Rivals. But we could also be playing Among Us. Among Us hasn't been played for a good minute now. That was like a game back in 2020 or 2021. We could also possibly be making some collaborations with other people to help bring this channel more up, like bringing artists, not like popular artists, but like people who make music onto the channel to they can tell us how they do their work and how they draw their viewers. There's so much that is coming to this channel, or what other whatever you want to call this, like podcasting episodes. There's so much which is coming. We could also be making reacting videos where we react to movies, shows. Uh, Hopefully in the future, not anytime soon. This is probably going to be like in a year or so. Celebrities might pop in. Like hopefully, like it's like you walk up the stairs on to your light. You just gotta keep on walking up the steps to where you gotta go. Like right now, we're just starting off, just by myself with people who I know, people who you might find entertaining, funny, inspiring. Like, for example, with my first episode, I brought my friend Brent, who is a very entertaining and funny guy. A couple of y'all might think that he's a very inspirational type of guy. Me personally, I think he's a very funny and cool guy. Definitely going to bring him in the future, even though, quote unquote, I might bring celebrities in the future. But I'm still going to bring my boy Brent up in here. But it takes time. Like starts off by myself, then goes to small creators, then we go up to big creators, then we go up to well-known people, and then we go to celebrities. And then who knows, I might be meeting the president one day. Very very unlikely right there with presidents and celebrities. But who knows? The future has stuff up its sleeve for all of us. You, yes, you. I might be talking to Brent. I might be talking to you, whoever is behind that screen. You have full potential in your life where anything you dream to be or what you want to do, you can make happen if you put yourself in that position. Don't expect it to come automatically. It takes time for what you want to do. Like for example, like I said right here, I started off not thinking that I'm gonna get 100 people to watch my first podcast. But look, I almost got 200 people to watch it. I know it's not a lot of people watching, with people out there who watch thousands of viewers or even millions. But I'm grateful for the people who do watch my podcast or live, whatever they want to call it, and they want to support me. Always going to be grateful for anyone who comes in here to support me. But that's that's pretty much it for right now. The next podcast is on Wednesday. We got it's going to be at 7:30 p.m. or whatever time it will be for y'all. It will be scheduled on Wednesday morning so y'all can see what time it will be scheduled for. So, thanks for everyone for watching today's episode. I appreciate it. I love all of y'all, whoever y'all are behind that screen. I may not know y'all, but love y'all. And I appreciate y'all's help so much. And I'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye bye now.